Alright lads, how's it going? Welcome to the Over the Top podcast. We're going to be putting these out every single week, chatting shit about football. I'm Budgie Talk Sports.
And I'm Bill Sweaty Ramble. Hello everyone. He didn't mention, but the episodes are going to be every Tuesday. Just chatting random shit, aren't we?
Yeah, pretty much.
Just two lads having a good time talking about football.
That's it, yeah. And we're going to timestamp this. We're talking on Monday today.
Yes, we are.
There's some very big news, first of all, coming out that Man City are in a lot of shit.
They're in a lot of trouble, Budgie, that is true. So if anyone's not seen it, there's several rule breaches. There's like 100 or...
About 100, I think.
Something daft going from like 2010 to about 2018 when the net spend was a bit mad. I think it's something to do with them falsifying accounts, which we knew they did anyway.
Yeah.
Because you see it every single season when they're top of the Deloitte Money League for revenue. There's no way Man City are bringing in more money than fucking Liverpool, United and Real Madrid and Barcelona.
There's dodgy stuff
so there's something going on there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know what's going to happen now.
Yeah, you see, last time when it happened, they seemed to get away with stuff, didn't they? They got that Champions League ban.
Yeah.
It was like a 2-year ban from Europe, but then it got uplifted. It never really happened. It seems like the breaches are more serious this time. I seen this. It said that Mancini, they had him on like double the wages of what it actually was.
Really?
Yeah, the whole time they said it was
What
double.
the fuck?
He basically had a secret contract and he was on like double the amount of money.
How much were they paying him then?
A shitload.
It's only Mancini. I suppose he was shit at the time
when
though,
they're coming
weren't
up.
they?
It was a big appointment for them at the time. Wasn't it? It was seen as big and obviously won them the first title. So there's talk of the titles getting stripped. I think it was saying like if it did get that serious, if like over 50% of the sanctions were held up, they were talking of stripping all 6 of those Premier League titles.
I can't see that happening, no.
It's
I
tough to
can't.
see.
The one difference to add is as well, they can't appeal this one either,
No, they can't,
apparently, to the CAS, isn't it? The arbitration court for sport or some shit.
Yeah, last time they got it
That's what they did with the
didn't they?
UEFA one, yeah, but they can't do that now. The Premier League seem a bit more hell-bent on actually doing something about it, which hopefully they do. But they could go... Have you seriously seen a credible source say it could be... They could get the title stripped?
I've seen loads of talk about it. You don't know how serious
Paddy
it
Murphy
is,
on
isn't
Twitter
it?
just having a laugh and shit.
Shout out Paddy.
No, fuck that guy.
The thing is, if it did, I think... Obviously, I mean, as a Man United fan, you'd get 3 more titles.
23 times, Man United.
Three to Liverpool as well, though. So
they'll be on 22.
Well,
Still behind us.
Yeah,
forever in our shadow.
But yeah, it would take away a lot of important moments from history as well. The Aguero goal,
What a shame! What a shame!
Gutted.
I don't know how I'm going to cope with that, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I think more realistically, they'll obviously get hefty fines. Maybe transfer bans. I know, but...
What is the point? It's like when a footballer does something bad and you fine him £100 a week. Oh, great. Yeah. Half a week's wage then.
Yeah, it's true, but it's going to be more serious than that, innit? Maybe points deductions.
Yeah,
maybe
I think that's the most likely.
But...
Imagine if they end up in the Championship. That'd be like looking for De Bruyne for $5 million in the summer or something. That'd be class.
Shocker. Back to Chelsea. Remontada. Get it back. Put it back on.
You've not bought enough players, to be fair, recently. I've been doing a few more.
I'd take it. While we're at it, we'll take Pep. I'd take Pep.
I'd take no.
Can't see him.
I can't. I wouldn't take him. I'd keep Baldy, man.
Well, of course you wouldn't. But.
Well, I think a lot of United fans would take Pep. To be fair,
well,
but not now.
I think anyone's stupid to not realistically take Pep.
Yeah, I couldn't betray Eric like that.
I mean, it's like with Juve when it happened to them, didn't they? They went down to Serie B with the Calciopoli and that, but. Plenty of players actually stayed, didn't they? Like Del Piero and Nedved and that playing in Serie B. It's mad. It's hard to see that happen nowadays.
Fucked him up all over again. Differently. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. But let's be honest, none of us know, do we?
Realistically, they'll probably get away with a slap on the wrist, won't they? But
yeah, wouldn't shock me. But they could get points deductions. They might not finish in the top 4. And we're doing a top 4 prediction later, so that could. Have you taken that into account? Have I taken?
I've asterisked it. I'm going to assume that they don't, because realistically, even if they do get sanctioned for it, is it going to be done?
Well, do you not remember last season? No, season before last, the season before. Do you remember when Wigan got him? And it got backdated.
Yeah, exactly.
So they did give him it. They did give him it that season as well. That's why they went down.
Yeah,
I think so.
Didn't they like stagger them and say like I know?
Yeah, they got like 12. Then the next month they got like 15 and shit. So I don't know.
Weird.
It'll be interesting to see how it happens.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the rest of football, there's been other games. Lots of games going on this weekend. It's actually been quite a lot of big moments.
There's been a lot of football played at the weekend, boys. There's been 10 Premier League games. Would you believe?
With important moments in the title race, though, obviously league leaders Arsenal.
United won.
Well, yeah, we'll touch on that.
Yeah, the title race.
Important. Well, title race, yeah, because you are going to win it, obviously.
Yeah.
But the actual leaders, Arsenal, they did drop points, losing 1-0 to Sean Dyche's new Everton.
Dyche. And do you know what? They did play good as well.
Yeah.
They did some good stuff. Arsenal didn't really... They could have scored a couple, but it wasn't like they were all over him. Like, I think they had more shots on target, Everton.
It was written in the stars, wasn't it?
It was
a classic.
It was
Sean
a perfect
Dyche
storm,
1-0.
that one. It was like that Brentford one they lost the first game of last season. Like, new manager coming in, hard to beat.
Yeah.
You just knew it was going to happen, didn't you? And Dwight McNeil cross to a James Tarkowski header. Football editage. It's editage. I love him. I love
the shithouse Dyche 1-0. We love to see it back in the Premier League, don't we?
Yeah,
Really?
we do. I love Dyche. Did you see what he said, actually? I made a TikTok about this the other day, where he said... he doesn't want the players turning up to training in snoods and stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Because he wants it to be like a game situation, Classic. So you have to wear shin pads.
Have you heard him actually see that? Because I saw that quote on
Twitter. No, I've not heard him say it.
I saw that quote on Twitter. I was like, is that just something?
Well, you've seen it on Twitter. It must be right. That's where you get your news.
True,
isn't
true.
It?
That is where the facts come from. So, do you think is that worrying for Arsenal? Is there any cause for concern, or do you think it's just?
I doubt
put it down to that.
Yeah, I think put it down to that. They lost 1-0. They didn't play horrendously. They just got unlucky. Everton scored a goal off a set piece, didn't they? They did have a few chances though. Calvert-Lewin could have had a couple. Cross across the front of the goal.
Yeah, I think he could be big for Everton, to be fair. Like
if he actually turns up and stuff.
If they could keep him fit,
Do you know what I can think of when I think of Calvert-Lewin? Have you heard that guy in the Everton space? Number 9 wears knickers and bars. That's fucking brilliant.
No, but if they can actually get him playing...
Dixie Dean didn't do it. Andy Gray didn't do it, sorry, it's fucking brilliant.
He's perfect for Everton, though, and he's perfect. Well, for Sean
Dyche, target man,
exactly what they want. Just an actually better Ashley Barnes, really, isn't it?
When he plays, I mean, he has been poor for like a year or so now.
That's what I mean. It's all about keeping him fit and getting him interested. But
it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I think they'll definitely stay up with Dyche, man. I think they will. Yeah. We'll get into that again later because we are doing our bottom 3 predictions.
So it was a great chance for Man City to capitalise. Obviously, they played yesterday against Spurs.
Tottenham.
Chance to catch them up and put the pressure on, but
they didn't.
Disappointment.
They lost 1-0.
Not for you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. But Spurs won 1-0. I don't know if it's good for United or not because that means Spurs get closer to us in terms of top 4.
You seemed pretty happy about it yesterday.
I am because I still want to dream. I still want to believe. There's nothing wrong with having hope. Like you still believe that Chelsea won't finish 10th. That's hope. We're all a bit deluded in some way, aren't we?
Yeah, it seems Spurs always seem to cause City problems as well. I don't really...
Conte's just got his... He wasn't even there. He was getting his gallbladder out and he's still got Pep's number, the bastard.
Exactly.
Yeah, they just...
It's weird.
But to be fair, like a lot of the time when you see City in Spurs games, Spurs win, but they don't look good. And City look better and they just get unlucky, but they weren't really good,
they
City.
Get them on the counter sometimes.
Yeah, but City didn't really create anything. No. They didn't really have that. Mahrez at the bar, didn't he?
Do you think he pepped himself again by benching De Bruyne?
Probably. I don't know what he's doing at the minute.
The formation was a bit weird. Like when coming into it, we were trying to second guess where players were going to be.
Maybe he's practicing in case you have to sell all the players. So he's put Rico Lewis in.
You think you already knew?
So Cancelo. Yeah, he's just playing the young.
Get Cancelo off the books because Rico Lewis is all we're going to have left.
Yeah, exactly. That was what he did. He's trying to bed him in a bit. Maybe. I don't know, but City didn't look good, man. It was a weird formation, wasn't it? But it's like a free.
Trying to guess where the
players. It was kind of like a 3-5, wasn't it? It was kind of like Walker, Akanji, and Ake, and then Lewis, Rodri, and then Bernardo, and then all the rest, and then Haaland up front.
I just think he overthinks it sometimes, doesn't he? He does it a lot in big games.
Yeah, it's not even that big of a game. It's not even like it's a Champions
League
final. I don't know if you remember
that Champions League final against Chelsea.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I thought I'd bring that up.
I wanted you to win that. I'm a United fan. It's good for me. I'm not upset about it.
Buzzing.
Shame you're not in it next season, innit?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, time for the favourite section, my personal favourite section of the podcast. Anyway,
that we've never done before.
No, for today.
Right, okay.
We get to talk about Liverpool.
Oh, yes. Yes,
How did they get on at the weekend, Dale?
They lost 3-0 to Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Surely
They did. I know, after Jonathan said the season starts after they probably beat fucking Yeovil 2-1 or something a few weeks ago in the League Cup or some shit. They're out of that as well, by the way. And the FA Cup. But they're going to beat Real Madrid in Champions League. Anyway,
still got that.
They are shit. They are shit and it's brilliant. What I think we need to talk about, instead of just ripping them constantly, which is admittedly fun, and we will get onto that in a bit.
Obviously, yeah.
But in terms of talking about actual football, They're just so bad. Did you see the game or the highlights at least?
Mess,
they can't defend.
They're
Any ball comes into the box and they've got no idea. It feel like when Van Dijk's gone, they're just clueless.
How has it gone so downhill so fast though? It feels like the entire midfield has completely fallen off a cliff.
They've all lost their legs, haven't they? But Fabinho wasn't great last season.
Fabinho has had the biggest drop off in a short space of time.
And he's only 28, 29.
I know it started last season. I think is he 30 now?
He might be, but it's insane. He doesn't rely on his pace. It's weird for a DM to fall off like that.
He's having a car crash of a season.
Yeah, he's a shadow of himself. But a lot of them aren't they? The midfield. I think
Henderson's past it now as well.
Yeah, I mean he looked decent in the World Cup as well, but since he's come back, he's looked shy. But I think the thing is, everyone's talked about this to death anyway. I think it's just that they went and could have won 4 things, won the worst 2 trophies, and then they were so
the famous quadruple.
Yeah, that ended up with a League Cup and FA Cup. Great, what a dynasty, lads,
On penalties, both of them.
Yeah, against Chelsea as well.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're talking a bit. But I think it's because it went so wrong for them, and they've been running to the ground and played the most games than any other team in the world, probably certainly Europe that season. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've just got to got to the top of the mountain and then just slid right back down at the bottom.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a
mentality-wise, it's got to be so tough on them. And there's a 7-year curse for Klopp, like at Dortmund as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Do the players get tired? They must do.
I feel like some of them have dropped off, and it's just not been very good planning either, has it? The fact that the Gakpo signing, to me, I don't want to slate Gakpo too much.
He's looked shit, though.
He has looked shit. It's only been, 7 games or something?
Yeah, well, Anthony had fucking 3 before people were calling him shy.
But it's the fact that you go and splash nearly 40 million on him.
When you've got no midfielders and his centre-half's injured.
Clearly the problems were mainly midfield. To come out of that window without a midfielder is just a disaster for them. To me, it's hard to currently envisage them getting even any European place, top 8. It's going to be difficult with the current squad. I don't see how they're going to do it.
No, I don't either. I've said this time and time again in videos. They don't spend enough. I do agree with that, but they spend enough to not be 10th at this stage of the season with the players they've got.
They can't argue that this time because the money was there and they spent it wrong. They spent it on another attacker.
Like 100 million
Diaz and Jota are going to be coming back. Yeah. They spent all that money on Nunez.
And now they're playing Badgertic at DM in a Premier League away games who just started playing a month ago.
So do you think? What do you think about Klopp? Do you think his time's gone? Do you think he could get sacked?
I don't think they'll sack him. I think he'll walk. I think he might walk at the end of the. I don't think he'll walk before the end of the season. But he looks very downcast now, which is brilliant. Sat on the touchline,
I'm just not sure he wants to be there for a full rebuild again.
Well, to be fair, there was rumours of a couple of years ago that he was going to leave, and then he signed another new deal, didn't he? Because it was up to his missus or something.
I think the biggest mistake that they made was, and I said it at the time, I know a lot of people disagree because he was off the back of an incredible season, but no, giving Salah the extra contract.
Yeah.
They could have sold him, right, made a lot of money on him. They completely broke that wage structure that they've stuck by for so long to give him outrageous wages. They
could have rebuilt the team,
couldn't they? It was 150k more than anyone else. Now, when the time comes to re-sign other players that they actually want to keep on, whether it's your Trents or whatever, which I assume is going to be part of this next generation of players, they're going to have to give him outrageous money now.
Yeah, that's how it just breaks the whole system, doesn't it?
And Salah's just, he has dropped off a bit, hasn't he? And it's I just don't think it was a good decision. Getting rid of Mane, keeping Salah, it's just been a bit of a mess, but
it has. The thing they didn't do, which again, it's the same problems that we spoke about. We will have spoken about this at some point 2-3 years ago to anyone.
Yeah.
When United were winning stuff, we'd at least go and buy another great player to supplement everything.
Yeah.
We'd go buy Tevez, we'd go and get Berbatov, we'd go and get Michael Carrick, David De Gea one season. Liverpool haven't improved that team.
No.
I think I heard someone say yesterday that the starting 11 that started away at Old Trafford when we won 2-1 was the same starting 11 that started in the game of 2018, bar 2 players.
Those kind of stats have come up a couple of times where they've had the same lineup from years ago.
And it's not even like they're not good enough, but it's not even like they might have never... that team could have still been playing to a great level now, like the City team has. But you've got to have competition for places. There's no competition for places. You can see a good example is Luke Shaw when we had no left back.
You'll always squeeze him in somewhere.
Yeah, but when Tellers came in and Tellers played decent for a couple of months, it spurred Shaw on.
Yeah, no, it does. Competition is
Shaw
good.
started poorly this season. Malacia started, then it spurred Shaw.
Yeah.
It just spurs players on. They brought in Calvin Ramsey as a sub right back from Aberdeen for 5 million. He's not playing over Trent, is he? Tsimikas is decent. To be fair, he can challenge Robertson.
Yeah.
But there's not that midfield's got no competition. It's Fabinho. You've got Fabinho, Thiago, Henderson, and Elliott basically. And Keita's ass. Keita is fucking shit. He's awful. He's a honking footballer.
I don't even mind.
Not enough gets said about that, by the way.
He's made a glass.
Not enough gets said about that, by the way. 60 million quid.
Yeah.
And he's been there like 4 years and he's been shit.
Yeah.
But they needed to, basically, when they were at the top, they needed to just supplement it. And let's be honest, they're going to the most money their owners would have had was in them seasons because of all the prize money.
Yeah, that's what it is.
They should have taken a portion of that. Should have taken a portion of that. When you see Thiago, they signed Thiago like 30. He's not going to last forever. Henderson was 28. Fabinho was 28. Right, we're going to bring a young DM in, a young centre midfielder, and a young striker in to replace Firmino.
Yeah.
Which but they spent too much money on him, and he's not very good. But it's just they just haven't strengthened, have they? No. And the one thing I want to say before we move on from this is, Liverpool fans need to accept that this is you. This is you now. You are this. This is you. Yeah. It is. It's like every single week you see like John. I know
not winning it again. Let it go.
But I know they don't represent the whole Liverpool fan base. But you see Jonathan and Paddy, and I see people in comments and people on my TikToks and on Twitter. We're like, we're not going to lose to Wolves. We haven't lost to Wolves in like 2 years. We're not lost to Wolves in the Prem for like 2 years. We're Liverpool. We're not going to lose to Wolves. Wolves are shit. You're shit.
Wolves have been abysmal as well.
Yeah, I know, but they just got a new manager. But every game, Liverpool fans go into it and it'll be like, next week, we're only playing Everton. Yeah. They're 18. We've got better players than them. You are shit now. This is your level. It's like when a parallel I draw to it is when Moyes came in at United. We lost a few games. We started off quite well, but then we went on a bad run. Everyone's like, well, we're Man United. David Moyes is here, but we've still got this great team. They won the league last season, Champions League finals. We'll be fine. You won't be fine. You need to overhaul your whole team to get anywhere near the top four. At the minute, the top four again for me, because they're miles off where we are, and we're not even that good.
No, it's true.
I bet Newcastle will beat them. Usually give them a game still. Spurs are a better team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're behind like Brentford and Brighton and Fulham and shit, man. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Same with you, to be fair, but...
Right. I feel like I need to stop you, otherwise you're never going to stop talking about Liverpool.
Okay.
So let's move on to another equally shit team, one that actually did spend money, quite a lot of it. Chelsea.
He's a Chelsea fan, by the way, if you didn't know.
Drew 0-0 with Fulham. It's a bit uninspiring, isn't it? I'm sure you're going to tell me how shit we are.
I didn't watch much of it. I'm not gonna lie. It was a Friday night. I've just moved into a new house, lads. Living with my mum and dad again, which is really exciting. It's great. So I was building furniture and shit. It was on Friday night, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I got the notification from my phone like half time, 0-0. I was like, oh shit, Chelsea Fulham's on today. But I watched the second half, and it's just like same with Liverpool. I don't want to go back to Liverpool again, but but Liverpool at least used to have an identity. They don't look like they have one anymore when they attack, and neither do you.
It's early days, isn't it? It's building it. There's so many fresh new players.
Yeah, but
it's about...
I understand. I'm not slating, but they are the facts. Like, there's no...
No.
And I know a lot of players you brought in are really new, but the only one that started that you brought in mega recently is like Enzo, wasn't it? Like the other ones have been
Enzo
there.
looked good though, to be
fair.
Enzo
But the other ones have been there a little bit of time. Yeah, but it's like the build-up play, and you look at the formations when they're building on the ball. Like you might see a 2-3-5 or something. You don't see it. It just looks like a flat 4-3 and then 3, and it's weird.
I think part of the problem is obviously Potter's tried to implement a new style, get his philosophy in the team, and it's been so chop and change at the start. There's been a lot of injuries. There's been no Reece James, no Ben Chilwell. We know how different of a side Chelsea are from last season when Chilwell and James played.
Oh yeah, they provide so much
astronomical difference,
and it's dangerous that a fullback can be that you're that reliant on him really
reliable.
Because you've got no creation in your midfield.
But now that they're strengthening in other places, they've bought in Mudryk, João Felix, Madueke.
Yeah, the thing, they're not players he wants though. None of them are. Well, do you not remember when Enzo came in and it was a day before on deadline? It was deadline day and you didn't sign him till like 1 in, did you?
Yeah.
And it was being asked and he was like, oh, if we sign him, we sign him. I don't find out until he comes through the door.
Yeah, because you can't come out and say that like...
No, but he didn't even say he wanted him. He's just like...
Who doesn't want him? He's world-class midfielder.
Does he... I'm sure he fits a Potter midfield, but like, you're signing all these players... Potter plays a fucking back 5 or back 3. He plays a 3-4-3.
No, he fluid, does. Isn't he? He can change it. He changed it at Brighton quite a bit but
he got his best football in a 3-4-3. That's what he played the past couple of seasons.
Well, maybe they will.
And he shouldn't have to compromise. But like, what good manager goes into a club and changes a formation for the players who've got? They don't. They make it work, don't they?
Well, we'll see if it works. But it didn't on Friday night. It was 0-0. Still,
you weren't horrendous. You were better than Liverpool. You could have got a goal. You weren't like really bad. It was just a bit.
And there's still other things to come in as well, like obviously João Felix will be back next week.
Madueke hadn't played that. Madueke looked decent when he came on.
Yeah, he did look decent.
I like that for Fafana as well.
Yeah.
I don't know why Havertz is still starting up front. I think that needs to change.
I think he probably will get dropped next week. I think it'll be João Felix.
But I don't get why he's still been starting him. I'd start Fafana.
Yeah, I don't know. We've not seen really enough of him. I didn't know an awful lot.
Seen enough of Havertz though, and he's shit. So... Do you know what I mean?
Justice for Kai. He won us a Champions League.
So yeah, you've got to let it go at some point. 1 goal, fuck me.
All right. We'll move
You put
on.
me there, I'd chip Edison.
We'll move on. We'll briefly touch on some of the other results, but we don't want to.
We don't want to talk about. Should we talk about Casemiro's red card?
Yeah.
Why not? Was that on the you on an order?
Yeah, we can do Casemiro's red card. I know you want to mention Man United anyway. So.
Yeah, well, I'm a Man United fan, lads. I'm sure you know if you know who I am anyway. You've probably been able to tell throughout so far.
You couldn't.
Yeah, we won 2-1 against Palace. Decent win. It was very. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch the game. No, I've seen.
Did you watch 1-1 the week, a couple of weeks before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah.
It was very similar to that. First half, I think we had about 65-70% of the ball. 8 shots. They had like 1.
Yeah.
But we didn't have many great chances. It was like the first game. We had all of the ball but didn't really create much. And then just before Rashford scored, I was thinking, oh, here we go. They're going to score soon. And then Rashford scored. I was like, oh, home and dry, 3-4-0, piece of piss. Get the goal difference up. And do you think then that happened? Do you think it was a red card for Casemiro?
I was saying it. I know we were talking about it the other day, didn't we? You were saying it looks worse when it's slowed down and it's like that. But I think...
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily it is a red card offence, but you can see why it's given.
I'm just surprised it's been given after the...
It's just foolish, isn't it?
But it's like...
If you put your hands there, you run the risk. There's no need to do it. It happens nowadays.
Yeah, you don't need to... I do get that.
There's all the replays.
I think it depends who you've got.
That much
like, if you look, he's literally doing that for about... He's got one hand there, and he's got one on there for about 2 seconds.
Game's gone soft.
Game's gone, man, for fuck's sake. Since we left
But no, you can surely see why he has been sent off.
I do, but I don't think. I think we should appeal it. To be honest, I think we should appeal it.
I think you'll lose that appeal.
But if we lose, then he could get another ban as well in another game, and he could miss a Carabao Cup final. So probably won't
why would you do that then?
Yeah, but we still need to win these next 3 games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if we make this a clip, I'll put the thing up now here. Of when it's not slow mode and you're getting a different angle, it really doesn't look that bad. They hug it out and have a laugh after. No. Will Hughes isn't asking for a red card. No one's going over. If anything, Fred and Ayew should have got sent off. They're both pushing each other in the face. That didn't even get looked at.
Yeah.
So I just found it a bit bizarre.
It is, but refereeing.
There is a bit of an agenda against United this season as well, I think.
Yeah.
I think there is.
So.
Have you not seen all the penalties we've not got?
Oh, come on, man.
The one against Palace away, we should have one against Palace at home for another handball.
Every set of fans for every team can say this.
I think since that City game with the Rashford offside, they've been less lenient and they've given us less shit. I genuinely think they have. There's loads of decisions we should have got. Okay. And by the way, if there's a Liverpool fan who wants to comment on this, if this is a clip or whatever, you've had the most decisions by VAR that have helped you this season. They've got 6 decisions. If you didn't have them, you'd be in the relegation zone. That's a fact. That is a fact. So people call it
only counting the ones that go against them and not the ones that go for them.
No, they even out. They've had 6 for them.
If you say so, I'll take your word for it.
It's true. I saw it on Twitter again, so it's got to be true.
It's got to.
No, it is. No, it is. It is actually true. I'm not capping. I'm not capping.
Anyway, yeah, a few of the other results. Brentford won 3-0. Very impressive.
Nathan Jones. Let's just have a quick touch on the absolute cock-womble of a man.
I think he's gone.
I can't. Did you watch his interview?
Yeah.
He was basically saying these players aren't good enough to do what he does. He managed Luton. He was at Luton and Stoke, and I love Stoke. I grew up in Stoke. I'm going there this weekend. But they're shit. Mate. Luton is shit.
He looks
Name me a Luton player, bro. He's managing good. He's managing like Romeo Lavia and stuff, who are great young midfielders. And he's there saying, he basically said, I played some of the best pressing football in Europe. First of all, you're managing the Championship, lad, and you didn't even get promoted. We were running for days, keeping clean sheets, scoring goals. We had one of the highest XGs in Europe as well. That's what he said.
You can't slate his job at Luton, man.
No, I can't, but it's the way he's coming out. That, like, if you're a manager who's just coming to a club, you're trying to prove yourself. The players might think this guy's not the guy. You know, he's come from Luton, he doesn't know what he's doing. You don't dig out your players in every fucking presser after a loss.
He looks
out of his depth. And like he was basically saying, I've had to make compromises at this club to try and get results and stuff. Yeah. Maybe I've pandered to the players too much because of Premier League players and stuff like that. Like, just really bizarre. And it's not going to get the fans on side either. Like,
I think the fans.
They've already, but it's because of how he's handled himself. Like Southampton are a massive club, so not loads of people have taken notice of what's going on there. No offence, Southampton, but you're not, are you? Like, no one dreams of playing for Southampton unless you're fucking the flat earther that's Matt Letizia. But like, what was I going to say? You've made me lose a train of thought.
I think he's panicking a bit, isn't he?
I'm panicking.
He's going to lose his job, and he is. He is. I'm afraid. I think.
So he should as well. That's what I was going to say. Sorry. The reason Southampton fans probably want him out so much, yes, it's not been great, but he's only been there about 8, 9, 10 league
I
games.
don't even know how long it's been.
He's not been there very long. It's like around Christmas.
About 3 games in, I think they could already tell what was going on.
But if he was a bit more magnanimous in his interviews, like rallying them up, Moyes will have done, or Dyche will have Everton have a shit run.
It's different styles in it.
It is, but it's like if you're backing the players and saying we're working really hard, fans will listen to that and they'll back you a bit more. But when you're there calling the players out and basically saying the club's shit, I mean, to be fair to him, they haven't invested a lot in the last few years. I think the squad is bottom 3 in terms of quality. So. They've still got Theo Walcott starting games, man.
Yeah, they are pony, to be fair.
But they shouldn't be as bad as they are. They should be bottom of the league below Bournemouth.
Are they bottom of the league now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
awful.
Anyway, Brighton won again. Matoma scored again.
Yeah.
Standard.
The boy.
Looking unreal. They're just smashing it. I think... I mean, they've still got European hopes, haven't they?
Imagine if they get Europa League or something. I think they do well. Yeah. I hope they don't do a Burnley though and kind of struggle with like the squad depth and things. But I don't think they will.
The way they've adapted from Potter to De Zerbi is incredible.
They're just such a well-run. They're just such a well like. If people don't, I've heard of him. I knew he'd been at Shakhtar and stuff, but I didn't really know his brand of football and that. But like. If you like a bit of a casual, like a proper casual, even worse than me and you. No, more me. I'm not going to put you in that category. But like you'd be like, who the fuck's this guy? Why is he? He's come from Shakhtar. He got sacked. He's not going to do well. But like, he's such a perfect fit to carry on.
Seamless transition.
They're such a well. They're the best run club in the Premier League.
You can never worry about them either because like they can lose anyone. They can lose the manager, any of the star players, all of their best players from last season. Yeah. And they just replace them every time. And
there's random scouts who just get someone in from like Africa or something. It's brilliant. And the thing is as well, they can have a setback. They could lose 4-0 to Arsenal, 4-1 to Arsenal, get battered, and then next week they'll go win 3 games on the spin because that's just what they do.
It's like even if they had sold Caicedo for the 70, 90 million that they
I think if they had a week to get someone, I think they didn't sell him because
know that they'd pick up someone for fucking 5 million, and in 6 months' time he'd be just as good as him anyway. So
they're fucking brilliant.
Brighton are ace. It's very impressive. Newcastle as well, obviously in the Champions League hunt. Started very, very well against West Ham. Could have basically been 2-0 up after a few minutes. But they did end up dropping points.
It was out of play, to be fair.
It was, yeah.
They did, yeah. I just don't think they're that good.
Newcastle?
Yeah. Oof. I don't like watching them. Do you like watching Newcastle?
No, they're just very solid, aren't they?
They're very good defensively. They don't score a lot of goals. Like every game they're scoring 1 goal, no goals, 1 goal.
What they're doing has been very impressive, though.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. To be 4th at this stage of the season, even though they have spent a lot of money compared to the quality Spurs have in their squad, you do, Liverpool do. It is mental to be where they are.
They've still only lost 1 game this season.
Yeah, they've just drawn a lot.
Even Arsenal have lost 2 now, haven't they? So they'll be the only team.
Us and Everton. Yeah.
It's crazy.
We probably lost about 6, but no, they have been doing really well. I just don't enjoy watching them though, and that Paquetá goal was bad defending, but don't know. They have drawn a lot recently. They could drop out the top 4.
Well,
we'll see in our top 4 predictions in a minute.
We'll do them right now, to be fair.
We're getting straight into it. Well,
Why not? We may as well. Mid-season predictions. What do we think it's going to end? We'll start with the title because we've spoken about this before.
Do you want to start at the bottom and go down, top and go down?
Yeah. Still tell me who's going to win the Premier League this season.
It's Arsenal, isn't it?
Is it? I don't know.
It's Arsenal. It is Arsenal.
I think it's Arsenal.
Yeah, I think it has to be Arsenal. City don't look... There's a lot of shit going on at City with this fucking case. A lot of players like, the big first team influential players like Bernardo, Laporte, being unhappy, Gundogan, players who've been solid for him, Cancelo's left. I just can't see them putting a 10-game winning spree together, which is what they need to get over Arsenal now.
Is it though? I don't. Right. So,
but this is the thing though. This is a difficult conversation because we've got no idea.
I'm gonna say I still think. Life on the line, you're asking me. I'm still picking Man City. Arsenal fans aren't going to like this, but when it comes down to it, I trust them more. Come to the end of the season.
I get that, but
if it's not a big gap, which I don't think it's going to be. I mean, Arsenal have just dropped points, and City did as well. But I don't think Arsenal are going to. I can't see them picking up as many points in the second half of the season as they did in the first. Because I think that was obviously they were on track for 100 points. They're not going to get 100 points. I think there will be like problems later on in the season. And when it comes down to it, City have been there and done it. And even though they're a bit of a mess right now, I just trust them. And they've still got to play twice.
I get the argument. I do get, but I think
it's going to be won and lost. There
comes a point where you have to change your opinion. Liverpool, like I said about Liverpool.
I've said at the start. Until recently. Last couple of months, I've been like, no, absolutely, I still think City will win it, even when Arsenal were ahead. But no, I accept it now. It's a perfectly fine opinion to say Arsenal are going to win the league. I think it's now most people's opinion. I get that. I'm not going to argue too strongly against it, but I still think it's very much on, and I would still back City coming down.
What is it now? How many points is it now?
8 points, is it?
Is it? And have they got a game in hand?
I'm guessing, to be honest. I think it's 5 points in a game in hand, is it?
5 points in a game in hand,
5
yeah.
points
So
in
if
a
they
game in
lose
hand.
that, 5 points, it's not a lot, is it? I mean,
Well, they're going to play each other twice.
we're only 8
so
points off them.
All right.
Getting tasty, baby.
Well, moving on. Well, who's coming?
Well, we don't
second?
need to elaborate too much on this. I've got City. Surely you'll have Arsenal.
Well, what happened to United's title charge now?
Well, no, it's a joke.
Right, okay.
It's a joke.
Okay, yeah, I've got Arsenal second.
Right, okay.
Third?
Third United, right?
Yeah, United.
And then fourth.
Obviously, we both have the same, right?
I'll let you go first because I know what you're going to say. This dickhead's got Chelsea coming fourth, by the way.
It's Chelsea.
It's not though, is it? It just isn't. You've got like a 10-point gap, 12-point gap, something daft.
10 points.
Is it 10?
It's 10 points.
You're lucky Newcastle have drawn a couple.
It's 10 points to Newcastle, right? You're probably going to say that I'm deluded, but I just think... you've just said yourself that you don't rate Newcastle that much. I fancy them to drop points.
Yeah, I do. That's
They're
why I've
gonna
not got them in the top four, but I don't think you're good. That's the difference.
No, I don't think they are good right now, but I think the room for improvement is so much there, and I just think there's a lot. There's 17 games still left to play. 10 points on Newcastle, I think is easily doable. I think once Potter gets his system sorted out, he's got all these players.
You're going to have to
Reece
win
James
near enough every game. Near enough.
I don't think we are.
Because you're going to have to.
I think there's going to be way more points dropped than you think.
Yeah, just think about it though. You're going to have to overturn that deficit, which means you're going to have to.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to win. Let's say for basically
at least 4 more games.
Win
than
4,
Newcastle.
and then they're going to have to lose 4. Then you're going to have to keep that form up after that as well. So you can't just win them 4 and then lose a couple.
By no means am I saying it's a guarantee.
Well, no, I'd hope not. It's not going to happen. It is, let's be honest. It is based on delusion, isn't it?
No.
It's because you support Chelsea. Would you have said that if they didn't sign Enzo?
No. No,
that one signing changed it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that completely changed for the rest of the season.
That completely changes the whole midfield. I wouldn't have said it if they didn't sign Enzo.
Right, fair.
But I think I'm basing it off. I think Newcastle are going to start to decline, drop points.
Okay.
If they don't,
them finishing,
fair enough.
If you had to say now, we're not done prep this, by the way, but
I would probably still say 5th. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't trust Conte's Spurs either. Like,
and that's who I've got 4th.
Well, there you go. Really?
Yeah.
Just because of yesterday. Has your opinion changed on yesterday?
I just thought about it a bit more, and I think I've been slagging Newcastle off, thinking they're falling off a little bit. Spurs, I still back to grind out certain results. It's like a 3-point gap now. They've got a lot of quality. Kane's on form. Kulusevski looked decent the other day. I think if Son can discover some form, that'll be good as well. They brought Porro in January.
No, I don't doubt that the squad's good. It's
Emerson looked good.
It's the history of the Tottenham, isn't it? Like
yeah, well they got it last season.
But it's Conte and it's more.
It was Conte last season.
There's more tension. Yeah, but Conte first season.
Yeah, there is a lot more. There is a lot more
season.
going on. But I just think Newcastle will just kind of not fall off, but just slowly keep dropping and just drop out and be like 5 points out. Okay, well I've got Spurs, so we'll agree to disagree. Then we'll go bottom 3 next.
Yeah, bottom 3. Go on.
Right, we're starting at the bottom and going up because I think like 18 could be a bit more surprising.
Well, I didn't really. I sort of just picked 3.
I did it in order, but
okay, I can make the order. I think Bournemouth are going to finish bottom.
Do you? Okay.
You don't. Okay.
I've got Southampton bottom.
Oof.
They're shit.
They are shit.
They need to get a really good manager in and try and send something around.
I think the thing is, it's going to change. Yeah, it's going to depend if the new. Well, I say the new manager. Obviously, it's still Nathan Jones at the moment. But
yeah, he'll be
assuming
they are looking at sacking him, by the way.
Yeah, assuming he gets sacked, it's going to depend if someone can turn it around fast. I don't think they can. I also have Southampton going down, but Bournemouth, I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be close. There's 1 point in it at the minute, or goal difference. Bournemouth are definitely 19th. I've got Bournemouth as well.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing we've both got Bournemouth and Southampton. I think they're both pretty surefire bets.
Yeah.
Who have you got as the last one?
I've got Leeds.
I've got Forest.
Forest. Even after Forest just beat
I know the 4 points clear or whatever, but I've had them down since like the start of January.
Got more points clear of Leeds now. They beat them.
Leeds are in the bottom 3. It's West Ham, I think, or maybe Wolves still. I think they're about 4 or 5 points clear. I just think, I know they've got a lot of quality. I just think looking at those squads, Leeds are too good to go down.
Leeds' squad is better, but they've just signed a load of players for Jesse Marsh.
I know, that's what I don't get. Well, we should have spoke about that earlier.
Where's the direction? What are they doing?
Should we have a quick word on that then, Jesse Marsh?
We can talk about it now. Yeah. That's what it is.
I think it's a bit mental.
Where are they going? What
McKennie obviously brought Aronson in. They brought Tyler Adams in not long ago as well.
I assumed that his job was sort of safe at the moment.
Yeah, for at least a couple of months.
Coming at all.
No, I didn't.
There was talk about Bielsa coming back today.
No, they're not. I don't think they're doing that. I feel bad because I like Jesse Marsh. I like the way he comes across. He's quite funny and he doesn't take himself too serious. I like his football when it works. It's really good when it works. They beat Liverpool only a few weeks ago.
I think they would have had a better chance of staying up if they didn't sack him. But
it's completely hinges on who they get in.
Yeah.
But when I look at all those squads, you put West Ham's out, right? I think Moyes will either get sacked or turn it around.
Yeah, West Ham can't go down.
No, they got your Ben Rama, Paqueta, Rice, Aguard. It's unreal, their squad. Leeds, I think, have got I really like Leeds' team. I really do. I love Gnonto.
You've got some sort of love for Leeds.
I do.
You're supposed to be a United
I do.
fan.
No, I really like Jesse Marsh and I like the football
you always
he
bang on
plays.
about Aronson as well.
Yeah, I don't really care for Leeds because they've never been good when I've been growing up, so I don't really see them as a rival much. I'd still have them up there, but I don't hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the defence is a little bit shaky, isn't it, I suppose? I like Meslier.
I think the team's...
I quite like Meslier.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's decent.
No,
anyway, the midfield three of McKennie, Aronson.
Yeah, no, the team's
and then
good.
you've got Rocker as well, and Adams, and you've got Gnonto. I really like Rodrigo as well.
Yeah.
He's got 10 goals this season, by the way. He's
he's
fourth
injured
top
again
scorer.
now, isn't he?
He's like 32. He's always been injury prone since he came in.
I
just think Leeds have got too much. I think Wolves under Lopetegui look a lot better. They've got too much.
I think the other favourites are Everton, isn't it? But
Dyche, man.
We just backshot
Dyche
to keep them up,
factor, bro.
Dyche to keep them
Yeah,
up.
so I've just got Forest for the reason that I still think they've got too many players in to play.
Fair
really
enough. I personally think Forest are really improving at the moment, and I think they're only going to get better. But to be fair, they're up in 13th now.
It's very tight. There's going to be a team that is too good for the Championship that's going down.
Probably all three of them, like usual.
I don't think Southampton and Bournemouth are too good for the Championship.
No, true.
At all.
But that doesn't mean they're.
But no, like when Norwich go down, you look at them and think they're not that good. Like they deserve to go down. But if Leeds go down, you back them to win the Championship at a canter next season. If West Ham or Wolves go down or Forest go down, maybe not Forest anyway. But I think Forest will be fucked if they go down.
Yeah.
Because of FFP and stuff.
Well,
all the money they've spent. They'll be knackered. They'll probably end up in League 2 or something.
We'll see. Anyway, we'll move on. Yeah. Well, we've got this segment. It's going to be a game that we're going to run for the rest of the season. It's like a last man standing kind of thing, right? He's already forgotten his pick.
No, I know. Just double checking.
Basically, we're looking at the fixtures for next week. We're both going to pick one player who we fancy to score a goal the most, right?
Yeah.
You get it for every goal they score. Maybe they're going to get a hat trick. You'll get a point. It'll accumulate between now and the end of the season. There's 17 games left.
Yeah.
But the catch is you can only pick a player once. Once you've chosen him, you can't choose him for the rest of the season.
Yes, you kind of have to think about. Oh, I might.
You got to look at the match.
Yeah, like picking Rashford, but then we're playing like Southampton next week.
Yeah. So we're going to start. We're going to see how that goes, and then maybe I don't know.
We'll do a forfeit, like have to down something daft or do loads of shots, something like that. If enough people listen, that listen to this, when we get closer to it, people can choose what the forfeit is.
We'll do
as
it.
long as they're shaving our header out daft. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
We'll see. So you're not confident you're going to win then?
No. It's a fucking chance, isn't it? It's a guess.
It's not a chance.
It is
Ball
chance.
knowledge.
It's like, no, it's not. It's like FPL. You just fucking look.
FPL?
Yeah, like 1 week. One week, and one of us is going to choose like Renan Lodi and he's going to score an hat-trick or something.
You're going to choose Renan Lodi?
I don't know. No, I don't even know. I'll start off with mine then, shall I?
Got it.
I've got Julian Alvarez against Aston Villa.
Wow, okay, that's
stupid because Haaland plays for Man City.
I was going to say, how confident are you that you would start?
What a silly pick that is.
You're the one that picked it.
What a dick. You
can change it.
Oh no, because I can have Haaland still, can't I?
Well, they both started.
But it's not the same team, is it? It's just that player.
Oh, no, just the player, yeah.
I'm having Alvarez then. I fancy
Alvarez. You're certain he's going to play, though?
He's played the last few games. He looked decent the other day. He got on the ball a lot.
Fair enough.
I'm going for Alvarez against Villa. Villa lost 4-2 to Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah, Leaky at the back. Maybe you got.
Yeah, I had a couple of ideas, but I think now that you've avoided it, I'm going to go Callum Wilson versus Bournemouth.
Well, I was going to do that,
It's
his old club as well?
Yeah, it's the fixture you're targeting it, as long as he can keep his legs intact. But yeah, it is away.
Yeah, I definitely would have gone Isak if he was fit.
Yeah, as long as he could stay fit before next week, I think he probably scores against Bournemouth.
Can't wait for him to pull up in the warm-up now. Yeah. That's going to be brilliant.
Fair enough, could happen.
Yeah, so we'll revisit those next week and see how we do.
We will see.
And if you want to play along in the YouTube comments, wherever this is going, or
drop your selections,
Spotify or whatever, just chuck them in there. Why not? Or tweet us them, go on our TikTok or whatever.
Tell us who you think's going to win at the end of the season as well, because it's just chance, but probably me.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, we'll move on to the main segment that we were going to do. We've tried to comprise a list, which could be controversial. I'm interested to get your takes on this.
I've left a big boy out and I can't remember who it is.
I won't show you who mine are, but we're going to go through our list of the top 10 Premier League wingers. I know there's been... Yeah, right now. You're going to do this whole form thing, aren't you? We've got to take into account their actual ability as well. Everything taken into account. our list of top 10 Premier League wingers. This was actually a lot harder to
it is
put
harder
together
than
than I thought it was going to be personally.
People are going to hate this. You're going to hate this, lads. But
we'll see how much we disagree.
Yeah, I reckon we go through it and then see how many players we've got the same. Not even in the same position, just see who we've left out or whatever.
We're gonna start at 10 now. We're
yeah.
gonna start. Who's your number 10?
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish.
His name is Jack. Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I didn't think you'd have him on there.
I love Grealish.
Okay.
He's a Man United. He watches George Best documentaries. He's a Man United player. Should be a Man United player.
I don't mind that. That's not too.
I love Grealish.
My 10th was Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli.
10th.
Yeah. What's wrong?
You got Martinelli 10th.
I nearly didn't have him on.
Fuck off.
Why? What's wrong with that?
He's been one of the best wingers in the league this season. He's probably third behind Saka and Rashford. Yeah.
Third.
Or maybe Matoma. Fourth.
No,
you can't have him 10.
Why can't I have him 10?
Well, when I see who you've got above him, 10th's outrageous for Martinelli. Right.
I don't think 10th's outrageous. Do you know there's a lot of good wingers in the league? I reckon you're missing players here.
Right, 9th, I've got Phil Foden.
I've got Jack Grealish.
Right, okay.
So
that's not too bad.
Yeah, my top 8 I'd already decided on, and then 9th, 10th, and there's one that I let out that I didn't.
You're going to hate
I already hate this. I already hate my own list. You made me question everything. I didn't think Martinelli at 10th was that bad of a shout.
I did. I've got him a lot higher. Right, go on. You do your 8th then.
Yeah, I've got Grealish 9th. You had him 10th. That's pretty similar. We're not talking about that. 8th, I've got Matoma.
Okay.
I really like Matoma.
I don't mind
so
that.
good.
I don't mind that.
I know some people might not have seen that much of him yet, but if you just watch him, you can see that he's got it. He's so good.
Yeah,
such
he's
a two-way
brilliant.
winger.
He's brilliant. He'll be off to a big club soon, definitely.
He's top class. I
I can't argue with that. I've got him. I'm not going to tell you where I've got him.
Oh, so you do have him?
He's
You
in.
do have him? Oh.
Do you want to hear my 8th?
Why are you laughing already?
Do you hear my 8th? Straff in, boys. Heung-min Son in 8th.
Oh, God. Okay.
Heung-min Son in 8th.
8th.
He's been shit.
I know he has. Yeah,
and I know he's a good player, but he wasn't amazing last season, I don't think.
What? He won the Golden Boot.
Did he?
Yeah, he literally won the Golden Boot last season.
Cut that, man. No, he's very purple patchy though, hasn't he? He's been shit. He has been shit. I love Heung-min Son as well. I've consistently said he's my favourite winger in the league, but he's been shit. So for that reason, I think there becomes a point when you have to forget about how good they have been and how good they're playing right now.
Yeah, no, I get that, and that has shown, like, he's obviously would have been a lot higher on my list.
Yeah, he would have been top 3. He would have been top 3.
You just said he wasn't even that good.
No, yeah, right, okay.
But yeah, okay. I mean, I get where you're coming from, but to me, that's still a bit outrageous.
Okay.
What are we on? We're on 7th here.
7th.
I've got Phil Foden. You've already said Phil Foden.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too high for Foden.
Where did you have him? 8th, 9th?
9th. I think he's been piss poor this season.
He has been piss poor.
I'm
surprised that I have him higher than you, to be fair.
Yeah, he has.
I've notoriously not ever been Foden's biggest fan.
Because he loves Mickey Mount, by the way. Payson Pound fan over here. That's why. Yeah, he's been bad.
He didn't make my list.
Because he's not a fucking wing, you
well,
goop.
Yeah, it depends.
I've not got David De Gea in there. Like, what?
He plays on the wing quite often.
Yeah, but he's not a winger though, is he? But
no, obviously, because if he was,
he can't create from midfield.
If he was, he'd be on the list.
It's like having a fucking dead cat in midfield trying to create chances for you.
All right, this is not about man.
Right, right here, my 7th.
Phil Foden. Yeah, 7th. Do you think that's too high for Foden?
Yeah, this season.
Right,
in general.
I don't mind that because
you'll mind this.
It's been quite poor. Why?
7th.
Yeah.
Mohamed Salah.
You love it, don't you?
I'm not on a wind-up. He's not been that good, man.
You don't need to convince me to dislike.
No,
Mohamed
stop
Salah.
peeking at my list, man.
But 7th, you screamed at Martinelli at 10th, and so you've got him ahead of both Son and Salah.
Oh yes.
And you think my shout is outrageous?
Yeah.
Martinelli is better than Mohamed Salah and Heung-min Son.
If you give me a choice right now, I would take right now for a game tomorrow. I'm having Martinelli.
Martinelli hasn't even been good the last few weeks, to be fair.
No, but over the course of the season, I just think Salah's been shite. He's missing a lot of chances.
It's true, yeah. No, he's not been good.
And I know you have to take into account how poor Liverpool have been, but still, he's not been good.
No, all right. 7th seems still outrageous, but I'm not going to argue it too much. I'm not his biggest fan.
You're 6th then?
6th, Kulusevski.
Okay, that's very similar.
Yeah. I really like him.
I love Kulusevski.
So you've got him higher than you have got him
slightly.
He's
good after. Why is he at Spurs, man?
I don't know.
He's wasted in a Conte system. He'd be good in a City team. He'd be great in a City team, I think. He's very good on the ball.
City signing, to be fair, except they're never going to be able to sign anyone ever again.
Yeah, not going to get in the League One, are they? Right, I've got Matoma.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yours has surprised me. You've put players
very
higher
hipster, isn't it?
Yeah,
very
higher than I. But I thought I'd be more like that.
That's true. I like Matoma. Like we've already spoken about him.
Matoma's a better footballer than Heung-min Son and Salah.
Sure, it's not what it means. It's a double-edged sword. It's hard to do. I know people are getting pissed off.
Matoma's brilliant.
He is. Right, go on.
No Matoma slander here.
5th.
I've got Heung-min Son.
Okay, I think that's too high. I've got Kulusevski 5th, so very similar.
I don't mind that. Yeah, we basically just switched them. With
I think. Yeah.
We've said what we need to say about them, don't we?
Yeah.
4th, I've got Mohamed Salah.
That's got to be too high for me.
Too high is fourth is too high.
Do you know, I've got
most people will have him first.
I feel like
I
might have someone in here in the top 3 that you don't have at all. Genuinely.
I'll genuinely lose my mind.
Fourth, I've got Martinelli.
Fourth?
Well, it's going to be 4 higher, wasn't it? That's the best case scenario.
I'd kind of let that go by now. But fourth.
Yeah, I just think he's good. Okay. I think
he's good.
Upon reflection,
top 10 wingers in the league.
Upon reflection, I could fold and put him down below Matoma.
It sounds like we've both snubbed the same player, by the way. The one that I was gutted about leaving out, unless you've got him in your top 3.
Who have you got third?
Riyad Mahrez.
Yes!
Yes, really.
Come on, yeah, I've got Mahrez third.
I love that. I thought that was going to be controversial.
No, that's bang on. I was thinking of, I put him 5th originally, and I thought, no, he's been really good this season.
I love Mahrez.
I like Mahrez.
So much love
he's
for
classy
Mahrez.
and he's so good on the ball.
For me, he should start every game for City. I don't.
Yeah, he's done well, to be fair. When he came in as someone that didn't start a lot, he's now one of the more important players. He's brilliant.
I think.
Even though he's so unpredictable, it's just so good.
You watch him and see how good he is. I love Mahrez.
He's classy.
Always Mahrez propaganda.
So you've left out Raheem Sterling, who you were adamant should be in the top 10 the other day, weren't you?
I have left out.
He's not. Sterling, surely he's not. Top
he's 11. I nearly left out Martinelli for him. I was there.
You can't.
It was Grealish, Martinelli,
to be fair,
and Sterling.
I had him 11th. I've got him there. You can see. I've got him 11th at the bottom on his own.
Yeah, I have him 11th as well. I had Sterling. I had Sterling originally in 9th, I think, and I ended up swapping Grealish out and then moved Martinelli and. I don't know. I didn't have
Sterling
Grealish
looks a bit cooked, doesn't he, this season?
I don't know. He still looks okay to me.
Shit at the World Cup.
But I know Grealish catches a lot of stick, but I was thinking, like, if you offer me Sterling or Grealish, I think I'd take Grealish.
I would, yeah. Depends what you prefer in a winger as well.
It does. Yeah, I wasn't happy, but I did leave out Sterling.
So the top 2, I think, is pretty obvious, and I know we're going to disagree. We're going to have it the opposite.
We have the top 2, though.
I think that's obvious, the top 2, right? Yeah. This season.
Yeah, but...
So I've got Saka second, Rashford first, and you'll have it the other way around.
Yeah, Rashford second, Saka first.
Of course.
The fact that we both have Rashford in the top 2 shows how much he's done.
I think that's it's got to be a given. He's been one of the best players in the league this season.
He does look so good right now. When Rashford is good, he is so good, isn't he? But
that's why I've got
obviously not better than Saka.
That's why I take him over Saka.
He's not better
because I think when they're both on it, Rashford is a better player.
You've got to think of the consistency as well, though. That Saka has been doing this for the last 2 years, and he's not dropping at any point. Like he's not been out of form for so long.
No, that is fair. That is fair.
And Saka's performing at such a high level. I think whenever he plays for England, he's one of the most important players as well. I know Rashford had a good World Cup. He should have played more
in the World Cup, Rashford, man.
Yeah.
It should have been Kane, Saka, Rashford.
Yeah.
But
I think next time round it probably will be now because they are. Well, we both agree. We have the same top 3. Different the same top 3. I'm surprised that we both come with a Saka, Rashford, Mahrez top 3.
Yeah. I think with my Rashford thing, just to quickly touch on it, lads, he's my favourite footballer in the world. That's why I probably put him over Saka. Let's be honest. But I wouldn't swap them.
Makes sense. Well,
to keep Rashford.
Let us know whose list you think's better anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Do a little vote, whoever you prefer.
What's the worst shout of all of them?
I reckon.
Obviously, one of his.
It's got fuck off.
Salah in 12th or wherever you had him.
Yeah, it's probably Salah in 8th.
Well, anyway, yeah, that's sort of like that main section. We'll finish up. We could talk. Is there anything non-football related? I don't know if people want to hear you. You like to chat a lot of shit. Anyway, what have you been doing this week? Anything? I
was considering, lads, talking about my Tinder chats. I don't know if the Wi-Fi that we're currently using will accept this.
The rizz master.
I've had a message off Laura. Oh, yeah. Hi, how are you?
That might not be a real name.
No, I'm not messaging her back. I had a look, bro. I made a mistake.
Oh no, what have you done?
Can't show the pictures of the girl on the screen.
No,
I can show you.
Show me.
You're going to get an impression of what I mean. So you look at that one, right?
That's right.
And you think, yeah, all right, decent. Like, yeah. Then the further you go on,
I hate any bird that has that filter on every single photo. I know. I can't deal with that. That stupid filter with the cute.
Yeah, you know what
every picture.
I did have a photo like that when I first started.
No, you didn't.
Because I've got no photos. I took it off now. It's not there anymore.
You put that filter on your face?
No, it was an old photo because I couldn't find any. Just look. Stop slandering me. Just look at this, man. So you think, yeah, all right, and then it starts getting slowly evolving. I see what
you're getting at.
Slowly,
I don't want to offend.
A couple of stone on each photo. Let's be honest, and then you finish on that. You finish on the full evolution.
She's giving too much away there. We're going to offend.
Yeah, like who takes a photo when someone's taking a
photo?
You
messaged her though. So
I didn't message her.
Oh, you didn't. Wait.
No, she's messaged me.
Oh, player.
I get bitches up.
You just swipe and let them come to you.
So I'll give you another one. I've not had a reply off this girl. So she's called Charlie.
Charlie.
Decent. I mean, again, the further you go on, gets worse.
I love that you're just giving out their names anyway.
Sorry. No, because it makes sense for this line. Like,
okay.
I'm not saying where we live, how old she is. I'm showing a photo. There's someone called Charlie somewhere, right?
Oh, okay.
So she's called
She knows who she is.
She's called
Charlie, if you're watching.
She's called Charlie, right? So I said Charlie XCX, question mark. More like Charlie's sexy. The door's locked, bro. You can't get out.
What? Are you...
Oh, yeah.
No, you show me that.
Yeah, it's good. I'll put it on the screen if I make this a clip. It's like, I'll crop a face out.
Right, okay.
Are you surprised I don't got a reply from that?
Am I surprised you've not got...
It's just shit rizz, isn't it? Like,
I understand the humour, but if
I'd be buzzing with that.
If you're saying to a girl, sexy, and you think that that's not going to be embarrassingly tragic.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know.
Linda.
Maybe next time.
Linda, who's got a picture of her in the gym on a photo. I mean, she's not great, but I'm being horrible, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
Sorry.
I'm not sure this is all fully necessary. Basically, this section's just going to be Dill bashing loads of women's appearances for absolutely no reason.
No, because he put himself on a pedestal, man. Tate's right. Anyway, I could do with getting some extra cardio in Linda. Can you help? She's a gym girl.
Yeah?
Yeah, nothing.
No.
Hannah.
Have any of them replied?
Not a lot of them. I've got some. Hannah.
Whoa.
Basically, Hannah's got massive tits. Like. So I just said, I think if one of them hit me on the head, it'd knock me out, but I'm not scared.
I like that too.
I think that's alright.
I don't mind that.
And then I had this one. I told you about this one yesterday when I was around yours. I'm not saying her name, there's no need to. Basically, in her bio, she said she worked at Ladbrokes, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I said, what are the odds on Ladbrokes of you coming round mine? I think that's decent. I think that's okay. Oh, fuck off. You're acting like you're getting loads of bitches. You're not. We're not getting into that anyway. And she said 3-1 sweet cheeks. And I said, I'd definitely stick a tenner on that. Would you? And she said, yes, I think I would. I said, I'm going to get a good return out of it. Just give me a place and time. No reply. What else have we got? Hinge. I messaged a couple of girls today. Have they replied to me yet? No, they've not. There's no point getting into it.
Of course not.
Oh, this was a good one. Your most embarrassing story. Do you know they have like the prompts on Hinge?
Yeah.
I put, I snapped my banjo once, kiss it better. She replied, yeah or no, grim. Damn, I can't help but feel like I have to just out of sympathy now.
Fair
I'm still not over yet. But she's still talking to me.
Well, there you go. Messages. You're in there.
Yeah, and I think let's just double check Bumble. I don't think there's that going
just
on.
In case. How many do you have?
Them three. The main
Thirsty
three.
for it, you. Like.
Yeah, I know. Any females with vaginas, hit me up about what you look like, what you smell like. That's what you ramble on Instagram. And I think... What? Go on.
Have you been doing anything else this week that isn't thirsty over?
It's Monday, bro.
Well, last week, obviously.
Oh, well, you've got to specify.
Last week.
No.
No.
You went out and got pissed and shit as you usually do. I had no money, so I couldn't join you. Moved into my mum and dad's house because me and my partner broke up, and now I'm after selling my house, so I moved back home.
Very good.
25 at the weekend.
It's your birthday this weekend?
Yeah.
Didn't even.
Well, we've not known each other for that long, to be fair. Yeah.
Cheers.
Well, we haven't, have we? I don't know when yours is.
Well, yeah, I know, but I thought you'd have mentioned your birthday was coming up. You're not doing.
Yeah, Saturday, bro.
Oh, sweet, man.
Yeah, I'm going to go out. No, I'm meeting my stove.
Didn't even get invited.
I arranged this with them before I even met you. I arranged this in like September.
Fair enough.
Going to see Jack Mate, Happy Hour Live.
Oh.
I think I've told you. I've told you.
I didn't know it was for your birthday. Maybe I'd do it. Anyway.
It went swell.
Okay,
yeah, so I'm going to that. I'm going to Stoke on Friday. Possibly meeting up with a gal.
Oh,
should be. I told you about this as well. Yeah. See how it goes. Yeah. Sounds like. Do you ever watch Bob Morton with the train guy videos?
No.
When it's like, have a campuchuchu on me. You ever seen them?
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah. You never seen those videos?
No.
In lockdown?
The more you say it, that doesn't mean I'm going to more have seen it.
Let me just find one for you quickly. No, we'll show you. I'll do it later. So yeah, I'm going to Stoke on Friday. Possibly meeting a girl. Going out on the piss with my mates after. Because I'm not staying the night. I just stay the night. You know, got to pay for that. And then go to Manchester Saturday, day drinking, watching Jack Mate, getting pissed.
Sounds good, man.
Hopefully being able to talk to a woman, and then coming back home on Sunday.
I
know, it's ambitious, that, innit? Apart from that, moved back home. That's pretty good. And started this. What have you been up to? Is this just a Dill section?
No. I haven't been up to that much, as you say. Going out probably too much. Doing my uni work, obviously.
Not going to lectures, Hello, Steve.
Sorry, Steve. I'll be there this week.
No, you won't.
I've been going to the cinema quite a bit, as you see.
You call my week boring because I mentioned like two things. You've been going to the cinema.
Didn't call it boring. I just said you're thirsty.
We're going to the cinema. I'm thirsty. I need another
I
drink.
I'll tell you that. I went to see Puss in Boots, the last week.
I know you told me yesterday. It was
and
good,
it's incredible.
wasn't it?
It's absolutely incredible.
It has got very good reviews. Is it still Antonio Banderas?
Yeah, it is.
Is it? What a guy, man.
Mate, it's
a bit deep
insane.
in it. Like, the story's actually good. Like, it's a bit better than, like, Shrek. It's not as basic as Shrek, right? No, like, it's got a bit more to it.
Yeah, no, it's...
The villain's meant to be really good in it as well.
There's a few villains, to be fair.
Yeah,
but yeah, the Wolf Geezer, I can't remember.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, Wolf Geezer.
On the credits at the end, Wolf
when he does
Geezer.
he does this really chilling... I don't know if people have seen it.
It's the one I've seen. I've seen the scene on Twitter.
Thing.
Yeah, I've seen...
But, mate, the animation is unreal, like, how it changes from, like, the different types of animation and stuff, and it's really... Go and watch Puss in Boots.
No, I don't go to cinema that often.
But Puss in Boots is banging anyway. That was about all I had to say for my week.
That's really interesting. That
it is really good.
Yeah,
really good.
Budgie's film reviews, man. You started a new
Budgie
page actually.
Budgie
Talks Film. What a pedo! What a pedo! We've seen Ticky do it. Can I get the legs out? Because I'm getting sore. And on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up, aren't we? You do the intro. I'll do the outro.
Come on,
yeah.
Come on.
So, lads, Over the Top podcast on Spotify. If you're watching this anywhere else. Over the Top pod on Spotify, Over the Top pod on YouTube, and then I think it's
probably the same on others. Won't it?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to double check. It's fresh. I did last night. I know, but I've been a busy man. I've been at work. I have a job. OTT pod on TikTok. OTT pod on TikTok, Over the Top pod on YouTube, Over the Top pod on Spotify, clips coming out on TikTok throughout the week from little bits from this podcast, whole podcast on Spotify every Tuesday, on YouTube every Tuesday, shorts on there as well, Dill's Footy Ramble on everything, Budgie Talk Sports on TikTok, and then you've got like Budgie2697 on Twitter and shit.
Budgie2, yeah, you got that right.
Yeah, well you got the same as you. I'm not going to say other stuff actually. So there you go, check us out, hopefully you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next week. Yeah. Let us know what you thought as well, because it's our first podcast. The backdrop is shit.
It's going to get better.
We're going to sort out. We've got some stuff over there. Should we preview it? No.
We're not going to.
We've got some stuff.
Now they're going to be looking out for it.
Yeah, true. Basically, we couldn't have the room we wanted. We're in. It's a bit of a shit setup. Camera's good and mic's good.
But we wanted to get it started.
It will get better. I know this looks very much like a BBC broadcast at the minute. It does a bit, doesn't it? But it'll get better. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Drop us a follow on Spotify. Rate it as well. All that good shit. You got anything else to say?
No.
No? Right, we'll see you next week then, boys. Bye. There we go. Oh, that went quite well.
Yeah, sound. That was long. I could already feel that.